Right, so in section 12.2, we are going to look at frequency distributions and statistical graphs. So in the last section, we talked about some different ways to collect or sample data. In this section, we're going to focus on summarizing the data, and we're going to do this using frequency distributions and graphs. So to start with, a frequency distribution is going to be the first thing that we're going to talk about. So visualizing data is the first step in every statistical investigation. Seeing patterns in the raw data might be difficult. Different visual representations capture different aspects of the data. So a frequency distribution is useful. It organizes data and it records two different things. It records our observed values, and it also records the corresponding frequency or count of occurrence of each value. So if we look, for example, at this one at the bottom, what we see here, if we just kind of look at this on the left, this data that we have here isn't necessarily nicely organized or easy to analyze. So here's some raw data from the National Collegiate Athletic Association, the NCAA, available online. This set of data shows the number of goals scored by NCAA first-year female soccer players in Division III in the 2012 season. Right, and then we see all of these different values listed. Right, so we're going to use this data to construct a frequency distribution. So we're going to go through and we're going to count how many times each of these different number of goals, our observed values, occurs. So we have one person that scored 9 goals. So our frequency for 9 is going to be 1. For 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. For 12, we have 1. For 13, if we count these here, we have 5. For 14, we have 3. For 15, we have 2. For 16, we have 4. For 18, we have 2. Same thing for 19 and 20. 21, we have 1. 35, we have 1. And just because I know we're going to use it as we go through some of the other problems, if we were to total these, this is going to give us a total of 28 different values. And that's the number of original points in our original raw data set. So a frequency distribution shows the observed values and then the frequency or the count, the number of times that each of those other observed values shows up. And again, in particular cases, it may be to our benefit to total those frequency distributions.